It's just an extraordinary story. Jessica, I want to start with you. How did you feel when Alice said that she wanted to try and trace her biological father?
Well, she didn't really have the impression that doing the DNA test was going to lead to a biological father. She was actually interested in tracing her ancestry, and neither of us thought that the results would lead us to all these people.
No, it is a most unusual but very lovely happy ending, isn't it, for you all? So she wanted to find out about her ancestry because you did know a little bit about Aaron, didn't you? Tell us what you knew before.
We did. It was very little. We knew that he was Swedish-Scottish. We knew that he had brown, wavy hair. He was a writer. We knew he drove a taxi. And we had a very basic health history, but we didn't have much information at all. We just went with just a couple of, key elements that were interesting to us when we were trying to have a baby, and we never saw a picture or anything.
So, Alice, when you first met Aaron, what was that moment like? And did you immediately think, I'll tell you what, I think my mum quite fancies him?
I didn't think that immediately. It was very awkward at first, because, am I going to be expected to be like a child figure? Is he expecting me to think of him as a father figure? There were a lot of cameras on us, and the couch was very small. So generally, it was a mostly awkward experience that I would rather forget and focus on comfortable couches now.
So then, having met him, you obviously liked him. When did you then become a family? How did that happen?
Well, it's less that we're like a nuclear family and more that we're just really close friends. It's like a normal transition from like a friendly acquaintance to like an actual friend who you text sometimes.
You've also got Maddie, who is another one of your children. Maddie, how did you come to be part of all this? How did you find your dad?
Well, our first initial contact with Aaron was through Bryce, and he immediately gave me Aaron's contact information, and we met, and Bryce, Alice, and I, and Jessica all flew out the following summer and had Aaron through a Meet My Kids party, and the rest is history.
So, Aaron, how many children do you think you might have, and where on earth are you going to live if they all want to come and live with you?
I mean, my estimate of 60 or so children is very much guesswork, but we are aware of 10 children. I've actually met 4 of them, and I hope to meet the other ones at some point.
It's a really lovely story. We just saw a picture of you, Aaron, wearing a T-shirt saying, "I make cute babies," and that's clearly the case. It's just an extraordinary, wonderful
story. It is so true.
Yeah.
All of my children are beautiful.
Yeah, undoubtedly. And we're delighted that you could join us this morning. I get the sense, as Kate says, it's going to end up being a little bit like the Waltons, and you're going to have children in different wings of different rooms saying goodnight to each other, but just a lovely, lovely family unit in the strangest sense. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us and joining us this morning.
Oh, you're welcome.
Guys.
Anytime.
Wow.
That's very strange. It's like a Waltons for 2019,
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely. Twice a week for a year.
Yeah.
60-odd kids.
And
Slowly all
now,
gravitating
this
towards them.
burgeoning new life and family
Fabulous.
that's made everyone
Lovely.
so happy. Wonderful.